Namaste. We are enjoying Naama Geetha, the names of Sri Krishna in Srimad Bhagavat Geetha. The last episode, we started with the name Prabhu. We discussed that Prabhu occurs 5 times in Srimad Bhagavat Geetha, 3 times by Sri Krishna and twice told by Arjuna. We saw chapter 5, 14th sloka in the earlier episode. In this episode, for the name Prabhu, which occurs twice, again told by Sri Krishna, is what we are going to see, 9th chapter, 18th sloka and 9th chapter, 24th sloka. The slokas go like this.
Gathir bharta prabhu sakshi nivasa sharanam suhrit prabhava pralayasthanam nidhanam bijam avyayam aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mam abhijananti tatvena taschyavanti te.
The slokas, as we said, the term Prabhu, such a small name. In fact, I found out it's just 2, right? Prabhu, that's all. But the depth of meaning for the word Prabhu is huge, and particularly 9th chapter, 18th sloka, Lord Sri Krishna reveals himself, all his important traits in so beautiful terms that we may want to keep memorizing this sloka and reciting it as much as we can and internalize this sloka, because we can actually feel Sri Krishna in this sloka. Remember 9th chapter, 18th sloka. Every time you see your clock 9:18 as the time, you should remember Sri Krishna, because it is in this chapter that Sri Krishna reveals himself with all his 12 traits. So let's look at the first trait. He says Gati, okay, Gatihi. Basically he says, I am the only refuge for all of you. You will have to be with me all the time. Normally, in two people conversation, either as a parent or as a teacher or as an employer-employee, one of the things that we ask people is, what is your goal in life? What is the purpose of life? Sometimes you go to a Guruji and say, Guruji, I don't know what is the purpose of my life. This is answered by Sri Krishna, the very first trait, saying that I am your Gati. I am your purpose of this life. So think of me, think only of me, and do everything thinking of me. I am your Gati and seek refuge in me, is what Krishna says. And the second trait that in this sloka Krishna says is, I am your Bharta. Bharta is a term commonly used to say husband. What is the role of a husband? The role of a husband is to treat the wife respectfully and ensure that the wife's needs are taken care of at all times. Now, I am a male, and if I say Krishna is Bharta, does that make me a wife of Krishna? The answer is yes. The male female is only for the body that we are seeing today. As per scriptures and granthas, the soul is always woman, and there is only one Purusha who is Krishna. We all know Vedas has got many aspects into it. One of the important aspect is Purusha Sukta. There is a Suktam called Purusha Sukta. Note the word Purusha. Purusha is the name given for a male, and one who is all powerful, who can take care of himself and take care of everybody who is under his control or under his refuge. So that is where Bharta, as a husband, he takes care of us very well across all our lifetime. And I say all our lifetime, as we said, the Jivatma takes birth after birth based on karma. So irrespective of birth, it is Sri Krishna who is taking care of us. And then the most important term that is used as a trait here is Prabhu. That is what we are discussing now. The third trait that Sri Krishna uses in this sloka is, I am the Prabhu. Basically he says, I am the Lord of everything, I am the Lord of you, I am the Lord of things that you see around here, I am the Lord of everything, Prabhu. He is the creator, he is the protector, he is the destroyer. So we have to remember that Prabhu is the Lord of everything, and here Sri Krishna is the Prabhu. Next trait he mentions is Sakshi. I am the witness. Now, we all know that Sri Krishna is there in each one of us, Antaryami, inside us as Antaryami. Krishna is present in each one of us. That is why traditionally in Sanatana Dharma we use Namaste, because this divinity we are worshipping to the divinity in you. So we say Namaste. So that means he is inside each one of us, and remember, Sri Krishna is watching each one of us all the time. When we normally talk about integrity, they say integrity is actually what you are doing when nobody is watching. That's how normally say. That is what defines your character, defines your integrity. But there is no situation that nobody is watching is there. No humans may watch us at a time when we are alone, but remember, there are many Sakshis, and most important Sakshi Bhuta is Lord Sri Krishna himself. So let us think, act and speak with a clear conscience that Sri Krishna is there watching us as Sakshi Bhutam for every act. He is our witness. We cannot escape Sri Krishna. The next trait he says is Nivasa. He is our residence. We reside in Sri Krishna. Now just now I said he is Antaryami in us. So if he is inside us, how can we be residing in him? That is his greatness, right? He can do multiple things because he is omnipotent. Okay? He is the man who adds which two things normally looks uncommon. After all, he came as Narasimha, right? He brought Nara, the human, and Simha together. And he is Sri Krishna who can do anything. He can reside inside us and ensure we reside in him also. So Nivasa, we are all residing in him. He is our place where we reside. Sharanam, which is the next trait, he says, he is the only refuge we have. We are in the 9th chapter, 18th sloka, exactly 9 chapters later, 18th chapter, 66th sloka, he is giving his Sharanagati Stotra, Mam Ekam Sharanam Vracha, he says that. Exactly when you are halfway through, he gives a glimpse saying, Sharanam, surrender to me. In 1866, he clearly says, surrender to me with complete authority. Here he is saying a glimpse saying that you have to surrender unto me. And he is not saying as Krishna alone. In Rama avatar, as Rama, he takes a pradigna that it is my duty to protect anybody or anything who seeks refuge in me. It is a vrata that I take, that to protect everyone who surrendered unto me, and he lives up to that. So in Krishna, here he says, Sharanam, surrender unto me. In the next three, he says three important things, basically creation, destruction and sustenance. Prabhavaha, Pralayaha, Sthanam. Prabhavaha means creation, I am the one who creates it. Pralayaha is basically destruction. Normally we say the Big Bang or deluge, the huge deluge and all that. Pralaya is nothing but a complete deluge which submerges everything around. He is the one who destroys this. And Sthanam. He is the one who sustains this entire universe between Prabhavaha and Pralayaha. So basically, let's take for example, sun. Without fail, sun rises at a particular time, sun sets in a particular time. Or if you see the other way, the earth rotates in a fashion which makes sun do this exactly the same way. Sun is the primary source of energy. How is that happening without anybody watching, anybody controlling this role of earth and sun happening properly? It is Sri Krishna. He ensures sustenance. That is what he does as Sthanam. Then Shuhrat. Now the problem here is sometimes when we say I am the Lord and I also destroy, we have to have kind of fear, right? In Tamil we say Bhaya Bhakti. There is an element of fear when we have Bhakti towards Sri Krishna. That is where he brings in the term Shuhrat. He says, I am the creator, I am the destroyer, I am the protector and I ensure sustenance. But I do all these things with good intentions. What is Suhrt? Suhrt is basically two friends. I take care of my friend very well. I am always thinking good for my friend, but I don't expect anything in return. That is Suhrt. That is exactly what Krishna does for us. What can we do to Krishna? What is that we can give to Sri Krishna that he doesn't have? And we saw that with his Sankalpa, he can create anything, he can achieve anything. So he doesn't expect anything from us, but he always thinks the good for us. That is where as Krishna is always with us as a Suhrit. Then Nidhanam. The next trait that he says is Nidhanam. Here Nidhanam basically defines storage. We are all in the technology world. We have huge files and all that. So let's use this analogy. Then the huge file you need to store. What we do? we compress, it becomes a zip file, right? So a big file becomes a small file after we zip it. That's what exactly Sri Krishna does when during Pralaya, he is actually taking all of us inside him and compresses us during Pralaya, and then when we want the files, we extract from the zip file or unzip it. That's exactly what Krishna does. When the Pralaya time is over, he just releases all of us back to this Leela Vibhuti, and that is where he is unzipping or extracting all of the compressed files back into the thing. That is what we mean by Nidhanam. And then the last but not the least is Avyaya Bijam. He is an immortal seed for this entire universe. As we said, he is the boss, he is the Lord, he is in Sri Vaikuntha, and this universe is creating, then everything needs to start. It starts from where? It starts from Sri Krishna, and that is the seed. And this seed, has it has got no birth or death. There is no Adi, there is no Anta. So that is how Sri Krishna, as Avyaya Bijam, an immortal seed, is there. So let us remember 9th chapter 18th sloka, where Sri Krishna himself reveals these 12 traits for our benefit, for us to understand Sri Krishna much better. If he doesn't show us, if he doesn't teach us how to understand him, how will we even know Sri Krishna? That is the greatness of this 9th chapter 18th sloka. Moving on to the 9th chapter 24th sloka, again Sri Krishna uses the word Prabhu. Here he uses in a different context. We all do a lot of yaga yajna. Current day in Kali Yuga we don't know, but we also know how kings and rishis have performed innumerous yaga yajna in Puranas and Itihasas. Now in that, what he says is, you do whatever yaga, whatever yajna. I am the one who is making it happen, and I am the purpose of the yaga yajna, and I am the one who takes whatever you offer in this yaga yajna. So it is me who is there in the entire yaga. So ask me instead of asking smaller things, is what he is saying. For example, we do yaga yajna so to get some money, get our daughters or sons married, or good education, some material benefits we keep asking. I want a job, or get my children married, or so those kind of things, or I want 100 crores of rupees. For us it may look big, but to Krishna it's nothing. He says, ask me. Why do you ask smaller things? I am ready to be with you. I am ready to come with you, hold your hands and ensure that your entire life is blissful. Ask me. Don't ask smaller things, because I am the yaga, I am the yajna, and I am the one who is taking whatever you are giving, and I am ready to be with you, just as Sri Krishna is with Arjuna in the battlefield. Arjuna is just completely with Arjuna, right? So let us remember that at all times we are always thinking of Krishna, doing things, knowing that Krishna is Sakshi Bhuta watching us, and very importantly knowing that he is our Prabhu, and always think of Sri Krishna and be blessed. Namaste.
Madhava Achyuta Krishna Hare Rishikesha Kesava Govinda Vasudeva Bhagavan Janardana